Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I figured I'd change the lights and lenses on the truck because it's real cold and windy outside, so I figured I'd just stay in the garage. But as I started looking in here, this stuff's real nasty. The harness it's kind of butchered in some places. There's a mouse house in here. So I'm gonna clean all that out and show you guys how to replace the harness. It's not too difficult. When I was taking the bed off of the truck, I saw that somebody wired in this trailer connector here, which is pretty cool, but I'm gonna replace all of that. If you weren't going to replace the harness and you were just going to replace these pieces here, you pull this rubber back and there's a clip in there and it'll remove this. I'll show you guys. So using a flat screwdriver, you could take this little clip off that's back here, but you got to remove this rubber piece first. And then there's this clip here and a clip here, and you could just kind of lift this up. Oh, you don't need the screwdriver, and it just comes off. And this is where the bulb sits, in these notches here, and this is the spring-loaded connector that's on the bottom. These are both positive, and the bulb grounds itself to the housing. So you would just take this off, get your new piece, and then just put it back on like that. I'm gonna get this new, so we won't be needing that. There's a connector here, and then you just pull on that and it'll disconnect. We're gonna be replacing all this as well. That's the mouse house, look. Just kind of push that back in there, because then you gotta pull it down from this side here. So I'm kind of tugging from here and pushing this in. Alright, let's go underneath. That's what I'm pulling on right there. All that came out. Got it all out. Combination of the big screwdriver. This is the BFS. And the LFS. Just stuck it in here. Scraped what I could. After seeing all this come out, that explains why the truck bed was rusted right here in this corner. Oh well. Now let's do the other side. Here's another reason why on a truck this old, it's good to do the whole harness. Look at this. This is bad. And I was just gonna do the lights. It would have probably kept touching metal or vibrating and probably popping the fuse. I don't think this would have caught a fire. I'm sure it would have popped the fuse before that, but there's no mouse house on this side. This side's good, and this side has this. So this side was a lot easier to take out. We'll go underneath now. I don't know if you can see that hole up there. That's where the wires go through. And then they just go over these. There's these little clips. Go over this. There's another clip in there. Another clip here. The other side didn't have any clips, but it went over this thing and then it went up in the hole on that side. I'm gonna get this out and then we'll be done. So I got the harness out, laid it out here on the floor the way that it is when it's installed. This little wire right here goes up to the reverse, and you can see there's a break in the wire there. There's a break here. There's like a little crack. The GoPro kind of sucks with the zoom, and when things are up close. So I hope that stuff comes out. Then it has this part that comes out, and that goes over here to the middle. This is what the connector for the license plate light. This was a trailer plug that I found underneath the bumper. This was the reverse on the passenger side. This crimp doesn't look bad, but there's some wire showing the insulation's not all the way in. The actual yellow piece of the wire doesn't look bad, like a prior repair, but this is no good. There's another break in the wire here, and then this pinch, and both wires here are broken. So that's no good. I'm gonna order this up, and I'll continue next week. I'm gonna get some of this stuff cleaned, and I'll see you then. Now that it's upside down, you can see the holes where the wiring harness goes through. There's one, and here's the other one. This is the one that had that mouse house on the driver's side. So these black clips here hold the harness in place. I'm gonna take them off real quick, simple to do. Just pinch this and they come off. There's 6 of them, by the way. So it's 3 weeks later. A couple of things have changed. I got the white letters on there. The truck's shinier. They got bed lined. I also painted underneath, and I got some undercoating just for the wheel well. See, everything's painted though, and that'll all be on a separate video. I had ordered this harness and it took a while to come in, and while I was there I ordered all the other housings that go here, all the hardware and all of that. So I'm gonna open that up and compare it to the old one, and we'll see what's different about it, what's the same. And then I also ordered a trailer harness as well. This I didn't get from LMC though. This I got from Holly or Brothers. There's a part number there. And then for the one from LMC, they call this the rear body harness. It's the same 67 to 72, so the connector for the side marker, if you're not gonna need it, then you just, don't plug it in or whatever. But let's open this up and see what we got here. So here I have the old harness and compare it to the new one. So on the turn signals, the green is right and the yellow is left. So here's the yellow wire. That's the left turn signal. So this is gonna go like this. For the reverse, in the new harness, it's this little like light blue one. In the original one it was green. It's not a big deal. This is brown, as always, just their tail lights or your running lights. This is for that side marker that goes over there. I don't remember if this goes like this or like this. Let's check this one. So the tail light is the outside one. Like that. And then on the other side, I don't know if you guys can see this. Tail light looks like it's on the same side as that way. It's on the left side. See here, this is kind of curved. So, all right, that's cool. The way that this curve is in the harness is the way that it should be plugged in, so you don't have to worry about the orientation of it. This is the reverse. This is the side marker for this side. And in the original harness, the license plate light came off of over here. The new one, it comes off of right here in the middle. So that's good. And then our trailer connector goes in line between the harness coming in from the truck and this one. So where this would plug in, the trailer harness plugs in now, and then the new harness goes onto here. And then this is what you would use for your trailer setup. Pretty cool. Nice and clean. I guess this I won't be needing until I'm actually installing it. And everything checks out. So this is the reverse, and it does require some assembly. I'll show you how to assemble it real quick. I just did this one off camera. But also, one thing you want to do before you get everything together is test it and make sure that everything's working. So if I have any problems, it's not from here. And if I do have problems, it's most likely going to be a ground. So when you get your stuff, this is how they come packaged. There's a little sticker in there. You want to get that off. Then you get these connectors also. This is the part number for this. And the part number for this, actually I don't remember what the part number is for that, because there's a left and a right. But these are the part numbers for the left and the right. You get these two pieces here. This part, you have to pass through the housing. Alright. Then as you pull on this, the spring will align and this little piece here will align. And they go inside of that hole. and then you'll have some spring tension in there. You just kind of pull this down a little bit so it's nice and snug. Then you get your light bulb. Try not to touch the glass when you handle light bulbs. It creates hot spots on the glass from the oil that you leave on the fingerprint. So then once you get the bulb in, you connect these two. It's not gonna hurt to just throw a little bit of dielectric grease. I'm using the CRC. Throw a little bit in there. Then after that, you want to test your connections. Good. So now I can continue. So I'm replacing these pieces here. So this is where the housings bolt to, and you want to have a good ground. So I'm gonna get my Milwaukee rotary tool here with a little sandpaper and just clean this up. Then I'll put some dielectric grease, and then I'll put the new clips on there. Just get these in and then we'll align them afterwards. Alright. Get this here. Put a little bit of grease on here as well. Oh, messed up. This goes through here like this. So don't be surprised if you have to fit it and try it again and fit it to get it to align as best you can, or at least on my bed, because this thing's been hit and who knows what this thing's gone through. Good. I'm grounding it from down here. That means that's has a good connection, so we're good. So these are the lights that I'm going to be using. Same thing, you want to test everything before you start putting stuff, and then you're looking for problems later. So I want this to sequence the other way. When it's installed, it'll be installed like that. So I wanted to flash out. Cool. Right on. So same thing like the top. Putting in the new harness. The brown one, you want it to the left, and then just clips in like this. There's a notch on here, and there's a notch in here that's gonna align like that. And you pull the rubber boot all the way over the connection. I had to bang this with the hammer because it has an impact on this side, and this was kind of tweaked. I'm hoping the other side's gonna be a lot easier, but I finally got this in sitting. The light has a little notch for you to get a flat screwdriver in there, and that's it. Cool. And I grounded it to the sheet metal, so that's good. Now we'll get started on this light, and then we're done. This side I only need to clean one because this is gonna ground right here like that. And then don't need to worry about that side. The new one comes with new hardware. I honestly forgot if I got this from LMC or from United Pacific. Oh, by the way, United Pacific Industries, I think it's UP Auto. That's where I found these sequentials. So is it reflector forward or reflector back? Oh, I don't even know. Let me look up some pictures real quick, and then we'll come back. So it's reflector back. That's gonna be my method for the ground. done. Got new lights. And white letters, looks good. I'm gonna test it real quick. And I'll go do everything I did here to the other side. Cool. Do everything to the other side, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got both in. And just with the lettering and with these lights, the truck looks totally different. Cool. These were the sequential lights. I got them from United Pacific that I used. When I install this back on the truck, then I'll wire in to the trailer connector and the trailer harness. Other than that, the bed's done. I could move on to something else. It's gonna be painting those bumpers and keep going forward, keep the project going. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.